Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Aquatic Centre in Manchester. Here on day 3, session 6 of the North West County Championships for 2020. These championships can only take place with the freely given time and efforts of our volunteers. The organisers would like to thank them for their hard work before, during and after the swimming to ensure that the events run as trouble-free as possible. Thanks also is given to the management and staff of the Aquatic Centre in Manchester for their cooperation and support. The centre is a no-smoking venue which includes the use of electronic cigarettes. To protect the environment, we ask that you place all rubbish in the litter bins provided, whether on poolside or in the spectators' gallery. For safety and comfort, you are advised not to leave any property unattended, as the centre staff may remove anything that is unattended. Events for this afternoon are 351, the women's 50 metres butterfly, 352, the men's open 100 metres breaststroke, 353, women's 400 metres freestyle, and then following that we have the finals of the afternoon's events from 354 to 367. In the interest of fair play, we ask that you switch off or set to silent all mobile phones or pagers. Everyone should activate while sounding or sound at the start of the race. It may jeopardise a competitor's position. And also, we ask for silence and no flash photography once the swimmers are called to their blocks. The competition will start in a couple of minutes' time. And we will have the walk-on by the team officials. Team officials? What are our technical officials? Sorry.
Team of technical officials.
Team,
I think we are.
Yeah, I did miss out a word, or just completely. Yes. So when we get the nod, we shall have the walk-on music, and then we're just about ready to go.
So before we get the nod, just a quick update on the social media. Carroll Gregson has used the hashtag LancsChamps2020. Good luck to all the amazing Fleetwood swimmers this afternoon. Parents in the stands are boiling but very proud. So good luck to all the Fleetwood swimmers. Hashtag LancsChamps2020. Okay, that is warm-up officially finished. So the pool is clear. Thank you very much for your cooperation. As Mark said, we'll just wait for the nod.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto pool deck our team of technical officials. Our referees for this afternoon are Miss Helen Whittle and Bob Thorpe. And our starter are Craig Baines and Andy Charlesworth. Officials, please take your seats. The competition will start in just a few moments' time. Our first event this afternoon is event 351, the Women's Open 50 metres butterfly. There are 25 heats. And we're just ready to go. Referee. So in this first heat, we have Anair Chisnell from Wigan Best in lane 3, Eva Webb from Stretford in lane 4, and Caitlin Postolacci from City of Salford in lane number 5. As we're coming down into the last 5 metres, it looks like it's going to be Caitlin that takes it. So it's Caitlin Postolacci from Eva Webb and Anair. Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1, we have Niamh Mussell from Wigan Best, Nicole Farley Prescott in lane 2, Honor Luckhurst from Preston, lane 3, Sophie Whittles from Chariton in lane 4, her first county championships. Laura David Katarina from Oldham Aquatics, Gabrielle McCulloch from Aquawares in 6, and Thea Sala from Southport in 7. And it was Niamh Mussell from Laura David Katarina. As we move on to Heat 3. And in Heat 3, we've got Meave Bunclark from Crosby. Lane 1, Ellie Cohen from Isle of Man in 2, Lucy Vaughan. From Wigan Best in 3, Freya Brown from City of Salford in 4, Emily Davidson, Ormskirk in 5, Grace Nichols from Blackpool Aquatics in 6, Madeline Andrew from Ramsbottom in 7, and Pippa Vey from Southport in lane number 8. And it's Lucy Vaughan that took it. As we move on to heat number 4. And so heat 4, Ava Bolton from Charlie Marlins, Amelia Bloxage, from City of Salford, Mackenzie Parkinson from Wigan Best in 3, Scarlett Woolley, City of Salford in 4, Elisa Boslam from City of Salford in 5, Freya Jones from Preston in 6, Darcy Dixon from Ramsbottom in 7, and Millie Griffiths from Crosby is in lane number 8. It looks like lane number 3, Mackenzie Parkinson, has got a good lead, a good body length lead. She takes it from Amelia Bloxage and Millie Griffiths. Move on, heat 5. Lane 1, we've got Katie Hughes from Fleetwood and her teammate Kirsten Bezic in lane 2. Emily Jackson-Smith, City of Salford in 3. Olivia Redgood from Charlie Marlins in 4. Grace Robotham-Keating, City of Manchester in 5. Ellie Hayworth, from Pioneer in 6. Lucy Garnett from Prescott in 7. And Lockie Elgani from Carnforth is in lane number 8. Here's lane number 4, Olivia Edgar. She takes it from Kirsten Bezic, Ellie Hayworth. Move on to heat 6.
Just experiencing some technical difficulties with the screen at the moment, which is why we're showing the live stream on the screen. As soon as we get that back up and running, we'll get the names and the times up there, so you can just bear with us. In the meantime, it'll just be the live stream we'll show on the screen. So as you come to the end of heat 6, looks like lane 7, I think there, Isabel Lloyd. Possibly going to touch first. It is Isabel Lloyd touching first. And we move on to heat 7. Qualification to announce in heat 6, event 351, lane 2. In heat 7, we have in lane 1, Abby Unsworth from Wigan Best, Maya Sturrock, Aqua Bears in 2, 3, Zara Mann, Preston. 4 is Grace Reed from Prescott. Grace Taylor, 5 from Bolton Metro. In 6 is Nicole Adeja from City of Salford. 7, Lucy Linton from Blackburn. And lane 8 is City of Salford's Libby Grovestock. And it looks like lane number 5, Grace Taylor gets her hands on the wall first from Bolton Metro. And just very quickly, from Harry Mussel on the Lancs Champs 2020. Good luck to Wigan Best, especially granddaughter Neve. So I think Neve's just swam. Heat 8. Heat 8. In lane 1 is Skylar Baber from Wigan Best. Chiara Falone from City of Salford in 2. Mia Rowe of Burnley Bobcats in 3. In 4, Hannah Lee from Wigan Best. Ruby Swinney from Bolton Metro in 5. Alice Volkfoyer from City of Salford in 6. Lauren Thistleton from Southport in 7. And in 8 is Isabel Liptrot. As we move towards the final part of the race, looks like lane 5. Lane 5, Ruby Swinney, followed by Hannah Lee and Mia Rowe. Heat number 9. Heat 9 in lane 1 is Erica Rose Dodd from Blackburn. Lane 2, Abby Myers from Leyland Barracudas. Georgia Fitton from Salford in 3. Jenna Cross from Preston in 4. Ellie Duxbury of Bury and Elton in 5. In 6 is Evie Horton from Wigan Best. Lucy Burrows from Wigan Best is in 7. And Brittany Mahangu from City of Salford in 8. And it looks like lane 7 and lane 3. Lane 7, Lucy Burrows with the touch. Second place there for Georgia Fitton. Heat 10. Disqualification to announce in the previous heat, number 9, lane 3. In heat number 10, in lane 1 is Caitlin Mailer from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Martha Miller from Preston. 3, Isabella Evans, Southport. 4, Jess Batty from Bolton Metro. 5, Amelia Picton from Wigan Best. In 6 is Grace Louise Potts from City of Salford. Grace Holland from Preston in 7. And in lane 8 from Leyland Bar is Emily Wade. And it looks like lane 1. Caitlin Maylor with a super swim on the outside takes that heat. Heat 11.
So in heat 11, we've got Sienna Burrows, Wigan Best. In lane 1, lane 2, Elizabeth Ashton from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 3, Evie Sellers from Carroll. 4, Emma Holmes from City of Manchester. Caitlin Gibson from Bolton Metro in 5. Grace Whiteman Love from Bolton Metro in 6. Evie Cutter, Wigan Best in 7. And her teammate, Millie Webber, is in lane number 8. It looks like lane 1. Sienna Burrows, she gets it from Millie Webber and Evie Sellers. Heat 12. In lane 1, Eva Knox from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Rebecca Ward from Leyland Barracudas. Molly Moran from Carroll, 4th in 3. Ruby Crossman. Oldham Aquatics in 4. Tiana Quinta. Oldham from Wigan Best, is in lane 5. Cara Tohill, City of Salford in 6. Lauren Airy, Preston in 7. And Ella Carter from Bolton Metro is in lane number 8. It's going to be very, very close. It looks like it's going to be Molly Moran. It is Molly Moran from Tiana Quinta and Ruby Crossman. As we move on to Heat 13. Going into the finish, it's Sophie Armitage from Amelia Moss and then Elizabeth Gregson. And Heats 14. And we come into the last 5 metres. It looks as though it might be Connie Iramoff. It is Connie Iramoff that got it from Lily Metcalf. And then Rosie Lindley down here in lane number 8. That was the 1, 2, 3. And we go for heat number 15. And in lane 1 from Leyland Barracudas, we've got T. Pedley. Lane 2, Freya Miller from Fleetwood. Lydia Swindle from Wigan Best in 3. Tess Fordham from Bolton Metro in 4. Madeline Hemus from the Isle of Man in 5. Imogen Sharp from Carroll, 4th in 6. Elena Priestner from Southport in 7. And Nia Stewart from City of Salford is in lane number 8. And it looks as though it's Eleanor Priestner who takes it from Lydia Swindle and Eve Pedley. And that, again, is the 1, 2, 3 as we move on to heat 16.
Heat 16 in lane 1 is Amy Myers from the Isle of Man. Jessica Murray from City of Salford is in 2. In 3, Tegan Shaw from Ashton-under-Lyne. And in 4 is Morgan Gaskell-French from Leyland Barracudas. Grace Rooney of Everton goes in 5, with Daisy May Lewis from Flixton in 6. Ahana Mangalam from Crosby goes in lane 7. And in lane 8 is Katie Rawnsley from Prescott. And it looks like lane 6, Daisy May Lewis, 32-38. Followed by Grace Rooney and Katie Rawnsley. Heat 17. Georgia Eccles in 1 from Pioneer. Chloe Shaw from Wigan, best in 2. In 3 is Mia Mason from Flixton. Samantha Harrington from Crosby in 4. Ella Bloxage, City of Salford in 5. Alice Entwistle in lane 6 from Clitheroe. Amelie Elliott from Leyland Bar in 7. And Elizabeth Braley from Blackpool Aquatics in lane 8. And as they move under the flags, it looks like lane 5, I think. Just going to get the hand on the wall there. It is Ella Bloxage from City of Salford. Heat number 18. Mia Bearsland from Ormskirk in 1. Isabel Dowd from Everton in 2. Sienna Renz from Crosby in 3. Jessica Critchley, Garstang in 4. Charlotte Howman, City of Manchester in 5. Poppy Elliott, Leyland Bar in 6. Amy White of Everton in 7. And Beth Hartwell, City of Manchester Aquatics in lane 8. And Isabel Dowd in first place, 31.65 in lane 2. Heat 19. Heat 19 in lane 1 is Amy T-Bay from Southport. Holly Carnes, Bolton Metro in 2. Jessica Williamson, Wigan Best in 3. Emily Latham, Aqua Bears in 4. Rebecca Dawson, City of Manchester Aquatics in 5. Maisie Leachers, Bolton Metro in 6. Ellie Hughes, Liverpool Penguins in 7. And Jessica Miller from Preston in 8. And as we come under the flags, it looks like lane 7 maybe. Lane 1? Lane 1, Amy T-Bay. Lane 7, second, Ellie Hughes. Rebecca Dawson in 3rd place. Heat 20. Heat 20, lane 1, Anna Marcantoni from the Isle of Man. Charlotte Mead from Blackburn in 2. Caitlin Wilson, Burnley Bobcats in 3. Megan Smith from Southport in 4. Ella Roberts, Prescott in 5. Isabel Dunn, Chorley Marlins in 6. Francesca Wood from City of Salford in 7. And in 8 is Ella Newton from Preston. And as we move under the flags, lane number 5, I think, is going to get the touch. And it is lane number 5, Ella Roberts. Isabel Dunn in 2nd place and Charlotte Mead in 3rd place. Heat 21.
So in this Heat 21, we have from Preston, Elizabeth Waring. Francesca Brady, Wigan Best in 2. Emma Flannery from City of Salford in 3. Amy Crompton-Hesford, Wigan Best in 4. Gabrielle Booth from City of Salford in 5. Caris Blake, City of Manchester in 6. Molly Warburton-White, City of Liverpool in 7. And Marcella Dillon from the Isle of Man in lane number 8. And it was Emma Flannery from Amy Crompton-Hesford and Molly Warburton-White. Move on, Heat 22. 1 from Bolton Metro, Eleanor Kay, Bailey Seary from Burnley Bobcats in 2. Lois Cronshaw from Pioneer 79 in 3. Jessica Law from Southport in 4. Sophie Hart from City of Manchester in 5. Ella Price, Oldham Aquatics in 6. Hannah Morris, Leyland Barracudas in 7. And Alia Day from Oldham Aquatics in 8. And it was Ella Price from Alia Day. And then Jessica Law. Heat 23. Jessica Pennifold from Southport in 1, Maisie Johnson from Southport in 2, Lisa Bazaghi from Bolton Metro in 3, Hattie Varley from Burnley Bobcats in 4, Martha Smith from Clitheroe in 5, Kimberly Burston from Oldham Aquatics in 6, Emma Hodgson from Isle of Man in 7, and Ella Sue Calderbank from Bury and Elton in lane number 8. And it looks like lane 4 of Hattie Varley. It is Hattie Varley. 29.39 from Martha Smith and Kimberly Burston. Heat 24. Lane 1, Jessica Dealey from Prescott, Tilly Copeland, Man City of Manchester in 2, Emily Keys, City of Salford in 3, Lucy Canavan, City of Manchester in 4, Simone Elson, Preston in 5, Catherine Waters, Preston in 6, Eve Pendlebury, City of Salford in 7, and Holly Maxwell from Blackpool Aquatics down in lane number 8. It's very, very close. Lane 4, yeah, Lucy Canavan from Simone Elson and Tilly Copeland. Actually 1, 2, 3 as we move on to our final heat, heat 25. This is our final heat. Emma Haynes from Wigan Best is in lane 1. Georgiana Bott from Bolton Metro in 2. Leah Williams from City of Manchester in 3. Gabrielle Melbourne-Smith from City of Liverpool in 4. Holly White from Everton in 5. Ella Williams from Preston in 6. Isabel Williamson, Wigan Best in 7. And Emma Blair from Oldham Aquatics is in lane number 8. And it is lane 4 of Gabrielle Melbourne-Smith from Holly White, from Isabel Williamson. And that brings us to the end of event 351. Our next event, 352, is for the men's open 100 metres breaststroke. There are 15 heats. And we start with heat number 1. Have we got everybody? Heat 1.
In heat number 1, we have in lane 3 is Archie Lorimer from Clitheroe. Lane 4 is Liam Hardy from City of Manchester Aquatics. And lane 5 is Jacob Chambers from City of Manchester Aquatics.
So into this last 15 metres, with Archie has got himself a good lead. He's going to come in first. Touches the wall. 1:42.44, 6 second. Is it? Oh, it's his first. Well, it hasn't got a time for him. I thought it was a 6 second PB. But a 1:42. Definitely very good for Archie. Liam Hardy, and then Jacob Chambers. And we move on to heat number 2. And in this heat number 2, lane 2 is Harry Oakes, City of Salford. Will Grundy from Preston. In lane 3, Ethan McGuinness, Ramsbottom in 4, Nathan Healy in Prescott in 5, Alfie Owen, Wigan Best in 6, Max Pearson, Wigan Best is in 7, and Albert Smith from Flixton is in lane number 8. And it looks like good old Albert. He looks as though he's turned in second place. It's Harry Oakes in lane 2. Has that slight lead. It's both sides of the pool. Not easy, swimming on the outside lanes. But as we come down into the final 5 metres, it does look like Harry Oakes is going to take it from Albert Smith. And then third goes to Alfie Owen. 1:39 dead. So Harry Oakes from Albert Smith, from Alfie Owen. Brings us on to heat 4.
Just the swimmers who have won medals from this morning's races. Could I ask you to collect your medals from the medal table? If you've won any medals and not collected them yet, could you do that, please? Some finalists for you for the event, the Women's Open 50 metres butterfly in the 10-11-year-old age group. Laura David Caterino, Madeline Andrew, Amelie Bloxage, Olivia Edge, Evie Cutter, Meave Bunclark, Neve Mussel, and Pippa Vey. In the In the 12-13-year-old age group, Mackenzie Parkinson, Skylar Baybutt, Sandra Jaker, Isabella Lloyd, Gracie Louise Potts, Hannah Lee, Grace Jackson, and Harriet Rawlings. In the 13-year-old age group, Ruby Crossman, Millie Webber, Hannah Edgett, Caitlin Mailer, Georgia Eccles, Lydia Swindle, Hannah Morris, and Lisa Barzaghi. Heat 4. In the 15-year-old age group, Chloe Shaw, Isabel Dowd, Molly Warburton-White, Hattie Varley, Emma Flannery, Gabrielle Booth, Elizabeth Waring, Jessica Williamson. In the 16-year-old age group, Holly Maxwell, Ella Price, Emma Haynes, Lucy Canavan, Ella Williams, Jessica Dealey, Alaya Day, and Catherine Waters. In the 17 years and over age group, Maisie Johnson, Isabel Williamson, Martha Smith, Gabrielle Melbourne Smith, Holly White, Kimberly Burston, Simone Elson, and Leah Williams. Coaches and team managers, you have 15 minutes from now if you wish to withdraw any of your swimmers from the 50 fly finals. Thank you. So, Heat 4 finishers. Jonathan Waters from Blackpool Aquatics takes the win. Heat 5. Heat 5. In lane 1 is Shreyash Mistra from St Helens. In 2 is Tommy Crowther from Ramsbottom. Lane 3 is Nikolai Patera from Southport. Lane 4, Ethan Kelly from Crosby. Lane 5 is Luke Kernan from Liverpool Penguins. And lane 6 is Oliver Crooks from Bolton Metro. Lane 7 is Lewis Gilbert from Flixton. And lane 8 is Ryan Lewis from Ormskirk. And it looks like lane 1 and lane 5. Yep, lane 1, which is Shreyas, turning first. Followed by Luke in lane 5. As they come up this second 50. Looks like Luke is now drawn level with Shreyas. and slightly edging ahead. And as they come under the flags with 5 meters to swim, looks like Luke by half a body length in lane 5. And Shreyas and Ethan, the 1, 2, 3. Heat number 6. Heat 6. In lane 1 is Owen Whiteley from City of Manchester Aquatics. In lane 2 is Daniel Canavan from Aquabears. Lane 3, Bobby Hume from City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 4 is Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics. Ethan Coleman is in 5 from Blackburn. And lane 6 is Cameron Ayres from Southport. Ewan Weaver in 7 from Aquabears, and from Pioneer in lane 8 is Sal Shah. So it looks like lane 1 and lane 7, Owen and Ewan, making the early pace on this heat of the 100 breaststroke. So as we come to the finish, it looks like lane 1, it's going to be Owen touching first, and lane 7, Ewan, followed by Ethan in lane number 5. Heat 7. Disqualification to announce in the previous heat, heat number 6, lane 7 was disqualified. In heat 7, in lane 1 from Preston is Johnny Gibbs. Lane 2 from Leyland Barracudas is Leo Taylor. Annan Clark from Preston is in 3. And Mackenzie Ronson Horrocks is from Carnforth in lane 4. In lane 5 is Luke Berry from Bolton Metro, and Ebba Mayer Clayton from Flixton in 6. Lane 7 is Alex Dragan from Blackpool Aquatics, and Oscar Smith from Flixton in lane number 8. And it looks like Alex from lane 7 making the early running in this heat of the 100 breaststroke. Being challenged by lane 8, Oscar Smith. So, very close finish, and it looks like lane 8's just going to get the hands to the wall. It is Oscar. Look at that. 8, 7, 6 across the wall. Well done. And we move on to heat number 8.
Heat 8. So in this Heat 8, we've got Jake Christon, City of Manchester. In lane 1, lane 2 is Charlie Collins from Wigan Best. Lane 3, Jamie Ball from Pioneer 79. Adam Seddon from Oldham Aquatics in lane 4. Ayitwa from Stretford is in lane 5. Thomas Morgan from Southport in 6. Jack Ashton, Bolton Metro in 7. And Peter Thompson from the City of Liverpool is in lane number 8. And we have a disqualification to announce. Heat 7, lane 6. So Heat 7, lane 6 was disqualified. It's Adam Seddon. He's going to take it from Peter Thompson and Charlie Collins. As we move on to Heat 9. So in lane 1 in this Heat 9, Thomas Mayer, Wigan Best, Connor Hartley, City of Salford in 2. Ralph Halliburton Chaplin from Fleetwood in 4. Jacob Brooks from the Isle of Man in 4. Rhys Griffiths from Blackburn in 5. Callum Court from Prescott in 6. Harvey Kinnear from Preston in 7. And Joshua King from Bolton Metro in lane number 8. The touch went to Joshua King from Harvey Kinnear, and then Thomas Mayer right over on the far side. Heat 10. Lane 1 from City of Liverpool is Adam Scott. Lane 2, Ryan Potter from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3 is Ben Horton from City of Manchester. 4, Sean Sutton, City of Salford. Jacob Stock from Wigan Best. Bradley Staleham from Lane of Barracudas in 6. Adam Rusk from Prescott in 7, and Samuel Grimes, Wigan Best, is in lane number 8. There's lane 5, Jacob Scott from Wigan Best, who's having a very, very good swim. And he's a good body length now in front of his nearest rival. .1:15 dead, good swim. Sean Sutton second, Bradley Snelham in third. Heat 11. So this first 50, and it's Daniel Holmes in lane 5. It's got a slight lead over Jack Parkinson from the Fleetwood. Fleetwood. But it is still very, very even as we come to 75 metres. Coming through in lane 3, Max Delaney, Scott Painter in lane 2 as well. And these two pushing each other. They've come to the fore under the flags. It's going to be very, very close. It is touch and go. Max Delaney has just shortened his stroke and he gets there first. 1:14.92, 1:14.99. And then Thomas O'Donnell finishing in third place. Heat 12. Down this first 50, it looks like Tobias Pilkington from Burnley Bobcats. He turns first from Caleb Griffiths. And then Joshua Morrison. And it's Tobias that's having a good swim. And he's going to go under the flags first from Caleb Griffiths. Then it's going to be very, very close for third place. Looks as though he went to Joshua Morrison. He did. We move on to Heat 13.
Heat 13, we have in lane 1, Joel Pollard from Wigan Best. Nathan Holmes from Preston is in 2. Rio Quarry from City of Manchester Aquatics is in 3. In 5 is Alistair Stout of City of Manchester Aquatics. In 6 is Toby Ranson. Sorry, Alistair Stout of Flixton. 6 is Toby Ranson of City of Manchester Aquatics. 7 is Lewis Peake of Isle of Man. And in 8 is Tom Arkwright of Leyland Barracudas. And as they turn after the first 50, it looks like lane 2, Nathan Holmes with a slight lead. The swimmers in the middle lanes now starting to push, most notably in lane 5. Alistair Stout on lane 6, Toby Ranson. So as they come under the flags, looks like Alistair to take it, followed by Toby, and in lane 1, Joel. Heat 14. Heat 14 in lane 1 from Blackpool Aquatics is Matthew Charlesworth. Luke Hoey from the City of Salford in 2. 3 is Jake Reynolds from Pioneer. 4 is Thomas Wiggins, City of Manchester Aquatics. Luke Adams in 5 from the City of Salford. Jamie McCaffrey, City of Manchester Aquatics in 6. Fraser Cook from Southport in 7. And James Simpson from Flixton in lane number 8. So I think lane 2 got his hand on the wall first at the turn. But you can see from the screen there that there's 3 guys right across the pool. Very, very close. So we'll have a look as they come under the flags. And it looks like lane 3, Jake Reynolds. Yep, lane 3. It looked like lane 3. No. We'll have to pick that time up again later. Heat 15. In Heat 15, in lane 1, Charles Kelly from Southport. Lane 2 is Ruben Rowbottom Keating from City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 3, Dakota Ravatelli from Burnley Bobcats. Lane 4, Jonathan Milner from City of Manchester Aquatics. George Robinson from Preston in 5. And in lane 6 from the City of Liverpool is Ellis Cleworth. Lane 7 from Preston, Benjamin Havers Strong. And in lane 8, also from Preston, is Benjamin Macon. And to the wall first is lane number 4. That's Jonathan Milner from City of Manchester. There we have a convincing win for Jonathan Milner in lane 4, followed in by George Robinson and Charles Kelly. And that completes event 352, which moves us on to event 353, which is the Women's Open 400 meters freestyle. We have 16 heats. Heat 1.
this first heat of this ladies 400 metres freestyle. Rachel Partington from the city of Manchester. And she's in lane 3. Eva Webb from Stretford in lane 4. Layla Lawrenson from Fleetwood in 5. And Caitlin Postolacci from City of Salford is in lane 6.
So in the Ask Mark segment of our social media, we asked, John Rawnsley asked, Adam Peaty doing 200-metre sprint, or Usain Bolt doing a 25-metre swim. Who would be the quickest? So, after much deliberation, we're going to go with the answer. One of the answers we got on the on Twitter, which was from George Hutchinson at Swim Lancashire, Peaty or Bolt. And George said, put your money on Adam Peaty running 200 metres faster. Usain Bolt would definitely get DQ'd, especially if he was swimming at Lancashire's today. Hashtag two-handed touch, hashtag watch them legs.
Not sure what he's trying to infer there.
I think what he's trying to say is that we've got officials here today, and if they were at a normal pool, there wouldn't be any officials.
Right.
So, halfway through heat 1. 4 lengths of the pool, halfway. Lane 6, Caitlin. Putting on a strong performance.
So is this right? That if in a swimmer's lifetime that they would swim 2 million, is it 2 million strokes? 2 million meters, sorry, per year, which would then equate to once around the world.
Apparently, as you say, during the average career.
Yeah, I swam the Mersey once. Not actually in the Mersey, but
how did you swim it if you wasn't?
Well, the thing is, like, because there's 66,000 meters.
Ah.
In.
Oh, you had the app.
Ah, yeah.
You had the app.
Oh, yeah.
You had the British swimming app.
Oh, yes.
Every time you go swimming, log it, and you could swim all the great rivers in the country.
I actually swam round the Isle of Wight as well.
You have to be of a certain age for this conversation, though.
Well, that's very, very true, because they did away with it, didn't they?
They did away with it. I don't know why they did away with it.
No, because it was actually quite good.
It was actually quite good,
because they had swim buddies on there as well, and people could log on, and you could. Actually, it's one of those things that we need to bring up. We need to get it back. That if you want to go to the pool and you want to train, and you can put in your miles, or the number of lengths, in whichever pool that you were doing.
We could make an app for the officials
of how many steps they don't walk.
Well, how many steps do they walk? They could log every time they do a gala, and they do all the walking. Yeah. They could log that in the app.
Right.
And you could say, right, this year I'm going to walk from Land's End to John O'Groats whilst I'm doing my officialing.
Right. Yeah. Either that, or they could do the mannequin challenge.
Okay, what's the mannequin challenge?
I mean, oh, see, you've never lived.
No.
The mannequin challenge. If you go on YouTube,
Okay.
you go on YouTube, and the mannequin challenge is one of those that it's to see how long you can stay still. Caitlin Postolacci, 5:29.68. Now,
it's a big reduction
is a
in time.
PB. Well done, Caitlin. Massive. From Eva Webb and Layla Lawrenson.
So, hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. Ask Mark is now open again. Any questions? Send them in.
Anything.
We'll try and answer them. Doesn't have to be swimming related, but you know, we are at a swimming gala, so.
So the idea now is that we try and get this swim buddy back, and you can log your miles or you can log your lengths and things like that, and you can swim right like down the Manchester Ship Canal or the Mersey,
without
or around the Isle of Wight, or even round Britain.
Yeah, we could swim round Britain.
Yeah. Which is nice. Bring people together. Bring people into swimming.
Healthy lifestyles, active, stay active.
That's very true.
So Rachel just coming in with 5 meters to go. Well done, Rachel.
Well done, Rachel. That brings us to the end of Heat 1. Heat 2. Heat 2. And in this Heat 2, we have Kirsten Beswick from Fleetwood in lane 1, Mackenzie Parkinson from Wigan Best in 2, Charlotte Collinson from Carroll 4th in 3, Lily Duke from Stretford in 4, Emily Thorburn from Southport in 5, Alice Valkavaya, City of Salford in 6, Harriet Rawlins from Southport in 7, Lauren Watson from Wigan Best is in lane number 8. And just while we come down to this second 50, I've got the finalists for the men's 100 breaststroke. And the 10 and 11 years age group, Max Pearson, Wigan Best, Albert Smith, Flixton, Matthew Sawyers from Wigan Best, William Irvin from Crosby, Samuel Sutcliffe from Ramsbottom, Harry Oakes, City of Salford, Alfie Owen, Wigan Best, Nathan Healy from Prescott, with reserve finalists of William Grundy from Preston and Ethan McKenzie from Ramsbottom. 12 years age group, Rowan Allison from Preston, Archie Dandy from Bolton Metro, Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics, Ethan Kelly from Crosby, Jonathan Waters from Blackpool Aquatics, Luke Aiken from City of Salford, Isaac Jones from Preston, and Joshua Haynes from Wigan Best, with reserve finalists of Stephen McKenzie from Crosby and Gordon Ballantyne from Fleetwood. 13 years age group, Oliver Crooks, Bolton Metro, Samuel Little, City of Manchester, Luke Kernan, Liverpool Penguins, Wang Ming Guo, City of Manchester, Harvey Kinnear, Preston, Shreyas Mishra from St Helens, Tommy Crowther, Ramsbottom, and Lewis Gilbert from Flixton. Reserve finalists are Ryan Lewis from Ormskirk and Nikolai Patera from Southport. "14 years age group, Jack Ashton, Bolton Metro, Alex Dragon, Blackpool Aquatics, Samuel Grimes, Wigan Bess, Matthew Charlesworth, Blackpool Aquatics, Peter Thompson, City of Liverpool, Oscar Smith, Flixton, Charlie Collins, Wigan Best, Luke Berry from Bolton Metro. Reserve finalists of Owen Whiteley from City of Manchester and Johnny Gibbs from Preston. Um, 15 years age group, Jacob Brooks, Isle of Man, Bradley Staleham, Leyland Barracudas, Jack Parkinson from Fleetwood, Thomas O'Donnell from Southport, Tom Arkwright from Leyland Barracudas, Max Delaney, Leyland Barracudas, Caleb Griffiths from Crosby, and Ruben Robotham Keating from the City of Manchester, with reserve finalists of Nathan Hoey, City of Salford, and Ben Horton from the City of Manchester. 16 years age group, Tobias Pilkington from Burnley Bobcats, Fraser Cooks from Southport, Nathan Holmes from Preston, Joel Pollard from Wigan Best, Toby Ranson, City of Manchester, Ellis Cleworth, City of Liverpool, Charles Kelly from Southport, Jake Reynolds from Pioneer 79, with reserve finalists of Jacob Scott from Wigan Best and Spencer Cragg from Burnley Bobcats. 17 years and over age group, James Simpson from Flixton, Dakota Ravatali from Burnley Bobcats, Alistair Stout from Flixton, Jamie McCaffrey, City of Manchester, Luke Adams, City of Salford, George Robinson, Preston, Luke Hoey from City of Salford, and Jonathan Miller, City of Manchester. Reserve finalists of Rio Quarry, City of Manchester, and Benjamin Haverstrong from Preston. And that is the finalists for the men's 100 metres breaststroke finals. Team managers and head coaches, you have 15 minutes in which to withdraw any of your swimmers.
Heat 3. So as we start heat number 3 with lane 1, Amelie Bloxage, City of Salford. Lane 2 is Molly Figgins of Fleetwood. Evie Clare, City of Manchester Aquatics in 3. Bailey Peel from Ramsbottom in 4. Lola Cragg, Burnley Bobcats in 5. Grace Taylor in 6. From Bolton Metro. And Wigan Best's Skylar Babut in lane 7. A couple of tweets that have come into us this afternoon on the hashtag LancsChamps 2020. One from Rob Johnston at Swim Lancashire. Good luck to Hannah Johnston in the 400 freestyle Heat 5, swimming for Bridgefield. So good luck to Hannah Johnston, swimming for Bridgefield in heat number 5. And also a tweet in from Tim. Hashtag Lancashire 2020 at Burnley Bobcats. Also, good luck in the finals to Hattie in the 50 fly and Toby and Dakota in the 100 breast. So good luck to those trio of Burnley Bobcats in the finals later on today. So a tweet out from Victoria Malloy. Victoria says, good luck to all the Southport swimmers this afternoon from Chloe. And Lancs Champs 2020 that arrived. So hashtag Lancs Champs 2020 if you want to shout out. So in this heat, Evie Clare with a big lead after the first half of the race. Just coming up to complete 250 meters. This is a really good swim here from lane number 3, Evie Clare. Turning with 2 lengths to go. Getting lots of encouragement from poolside. Second place currently is Skylar Baybott from Wigan Best. Not sure if they're going to catch Evie now. So Evie comes in with 25 meters left. An entry time of 5 minutes 13. So I think she's going to beat that. She's going to get under 5 minutes. Yes, she is. And as we come in to finish, second place in that heat, Grace Taylor, Bolton Metro, and Skylar Baybott in third. Heat number 4.
Heat 4. Heat 4. Oh, we have no Googles.
But you need know how to kill an alligator.
Heat 4, we have Grace Lackey from Leyland Barracudas, and that's in lane 1. Emily Elliott, also from Leyland Barracudas in lane 2. Hannah Egia, City of Manchester, and her teammate Emma Holmes in lane 4. Emily Wade, Leyland Barracudas, is in lane 5. Megan Wheatman, her teammate, is in lane 6. Chloe Ridge from Wigan Best is in 7. And Grace Robotham Keating from the City of Manchester is down here in lane number 8. I think the 100 turn. It is Grace Lackey from Emma Holmes and Grace Robotham Keating. Emily Elliott just coming up onto the legs of Grace as we come up to 150. Still a long way to go though.
So we have a tweet in using the hashtag LancsChamps2020. One in from Tim Irvine. Good luck to Maeve Bunclark, William Irvine and Ethan Kelly in their finals tonight. And thank you to all the Crosby coaches. Hashtag LancsChamps2020. So good luck to Maeve, William and Ethan for your finals this evening.
Has anybody ever thanked the announcers?
No, but may I take this opportunity, Mark, to say thank you very much for such a fantastic job. Yeah.
I'd like to say it's been a pleasure working with you. I mean, it's not even over. We're not even halfway through, really. But it's been a pleasure.
It has.
Pleasure.
And an education.
Always an education.
Always an education. Many words spoken.
Not in jest, though.
No, not in jest at all. Not a lot makes sense, but it's another City of Manchester swimmer in lane 4. Powering ahead.
Yeah, that's Emma Holmes.
Emma Holmes, yeah.
Yeah. It's through 300 metres. it's quite spread out from the initial start of the first 100 metres, 150 metres. It's spread itself out quite a lot this heat.
But it's a long way to go, 400 metres.
It is. Pacing yourself is definitely at the top of the list.
I mean, it's almost like doing 8 lengths of the pool. It's such a long way.
8 lengths. Yeah. It depends on whether it's short course or not.
Well, that's true.
I mean, the thing is, like, a good 16 lengths on the short course.
And that is a long way, 16.
16.
8 I could manage. 16 I'm not sure I could do.
Yeah, wait till you go for 32 or 64.
So it looks like we're going to have a winner and then anyone from 3 or 4 for a second place.
It's going to be very, very close.
Down
lane
here,
8. 7, lane 7.
Oh, lane 7.
Chloe Ridge, Grace Robotham Keating. So Emma Holmes. So 5:08 dead. Sort of.
I wonder if the Finnish judges got that one right.
Yeah. Heat 5.
So we're on Heat 5. Heat 5, lane 1. From Carnforth, we have Imogen Shah. Heat 2 is Eleanor Cross from Wigan Best. And lane 3 is Hannah Johnston from Bridgefield. Heather Moore goes in lane 4 from Southport. And Lucy Whittles, lane 5 from the city of Salford. Lane 6 is Abby Myers from Leyland Barracudas. Isabel Lloyd is in 7 from Leyland Barracuda. Oh, from Wigan Best, my apologies. And Hannah Grundy from Southport is in lane number 8. So a strong start by lane 5, which is Lucy Whittles from the city of Salford. Just coming up to the first 100 metres. Pretty much a line behind Lucy. So we have a couple more. The hashtag Lancs Champs 2020 starting to flow quite nicely now as St. Helens Swimming Club with a woohoo. Shreyas absolutely smashed it. Lane 5 for the finals plus a regional time. Well done, Shreyas. Super proud club, hashtag Lancs Champs 2020, hashtag We Are Saints. Flixton Swim Team at Swim Lancashire. Big shout out from Flixton Swim Team to our finalists this afternoon. Mia, Albert, Lewis and Oscar. Hashtag Swim Hard, hashtag Swim Fast, hashtag FST, hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. So if you want a shout out, it's hashtag Lancs Champs 2020.
And just on the subject of Twitter.
Yep.
Do you realise that actually that will be saved for posterity?
I should hope so.
It will be. The Americans save every tweet that anybody has ever done.
Wow. Oh, that's the tweet that Emma Cope has just sent us on hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. See, your tweets come up on the live stream. Good luck, Auntie M is really proud of you. Chloe Ridge. So Chloe Ridge, Auntie M is really proud of you, and Jonathan Thompson has tweeted in. Thanks for keeping us entertained all day, Stadler and Waldorf. Hashtag Lancashire 2020. Is that us, or is that the swimmers?
Well, it depends.
Yeah. Maybe it could be a couple of the officials, I don't know. Unless it's a compliment, then we'll take that. So as we move into the 300 mark, and Lucy Whittles has maintained and extended their advantage in this heat. So plenty of encouragement from the balcony, which is great to hear. As somebody once said to me, the louder you shout, the faster they swim. Not sure how true that is.
Actually, having been in the pool when people are shouting, you can't hear a thing.
You can't hear a thing when you're out the pool either.
No,
so
I can't hear a thing.
I'm
anyway.
not really sure we should accept that as as any sort of
I was
proof.
going to say that might be my age, but the thing is that no. When you're in the pool, they haven't got the foggiest idea what's going on.
Who has got an idea what's going on is Lucy Whittles in lane 5 from the city of Salford, coming in to finish.
Who's going to get second, though? Who's going to get second?
I think lane 4 will hold on.
Oh, yes.
Heather Moore.
Heather Moore from Eleanor Cross.
She's looking over at Eleanor Cross, yeah. I think Heather Moore hung on. Under 5 minutes for Lucy Whittles. So I think that's a good swim.
Sort of puts into perspective the swim by...
It was young Miss Claire. Her first name escapes me.
It was
Evie.
Evie.
Yeah.
Evie Claire, 4:58.
Heat 6.
I take it that's Olivia's sister.
City of Manchester. I think we could have a wild guess and say yes. Don't think we'll be far away. Phil Whittles, go Lucy. Yeah, she's not going to wear it on the Twitter, but appreciate the thought, Phil. Thank you. And Kaylee Miller has used the hashtag LanksChamps2020 to say good luck to Parco in the 15 years 100 meters breaststroke final this afternoon. So good luck, Parco.
Just a bit of a sideline. Do you know when you write a check and you put the date on?
Yeah.
You know you can't put 20, just put 20 on it. You know, like you just put, say, 25th of Jan.
Because I could come up and write 18 next to it, and then the check would be useless.
Because the thing is that, like, you can always backdate the check. If you just put 20 on it,
yeah,
you can backdate the check.
Yeah. Do you still write checks?
I don't know.
You've not heard of online?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm still old school. I still have a quill.
Oh, you've got to be of a certain age for this conversation as well.
So in lane 1 is Anna O'Brien from Liverpool Penguins. Ruby Swinney from Bolton Metro. Had a busy day today. She's been on every race, I think. So she must be tired by now. Swimming well though. Sophie Davis, lane 3. And Amelia Moss, Pioneer 79 in 4. Emma Gavin is in lane 5. No Millie Webber in lane 6. Puts Rebecca Duncan from Crosby in 7. And Katie Lee from City of Salford down here in lane number 8. And it looks as though it's going to be Katie that's going to turn first, is it? Oh, Flixton's. We've just had another tweet from someone. So it was Katie Lee that turned first. At 200 metres at the halfway point. To go, and Sophie Davis is staying with Katie Lee, even though they're virtually on opposite sides of the pool. Swimming well. Not easy swimming on your own on the outside lanes, so it's a very, very good swim by Katie.
But it has been noticeable today, especially this morning.
The outside lanes.
Lanes 1 and 8, super fast, especially in the 50s.
It's going well. I mean, the thing is that she's looking at a personal best of 5:06.
Yep.
Not so sure whether she'll be inside that, but she's on to the final 50.
Youngest in this heat as well, Katie.
Youngest in this heat, yeah. Only 12
only
years
12
age.
year old.
12 years of age, sorry.
Yeah. So doing really well.
We've got 10 seconds, 15 metres and 10 seconds in which to get inside her a PB. She's going for it.
I think she'll do it.
That she's done it.
Yeah.
Well done, Katie. 5:03, 3-second PB. Sophie Davis came in second, and Ruby Swinney. Incredible third place after the day she's had. And that brings up the end of heat 6. Heat 7.
I can't see anyone. So we've just had a tweet in from Karen Braddock. So appreciate the support, Karen, but not really sure whether you're thrown as a compliment there or having a little bit of fun at our expense. I guessed the latter, but we can take that. That's not a problem. But thanks for using the hashtag.
I actually think that would be it would be good if we had sound on it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, did you ever watch the Muppets?
Yeah. I think I did occasionally. Occasionally.
See, I bet you remember.
This is not a road I don't think we should go down.
I mean, the thing is, like, did you watch Sesame Street? Did you?
I watched Sesame Street.
See,
yeah.
the thing is, like, see, now we're getting to the root of everything. You know what I mean? It's like.
Just to interrupt for some swimming talk, coaches and team managers, heat sheets for the finals are now available in the coaches kiosk. So heat sheets for the finals are now available in the coaches kiosk. Thank you. So, message in from Ruth Bradley Holt, who has a glass of wine as a screen photo. Yeah. Good luck to Lauren Bradley Holt and all the other City of Salford girls racing the 400 freestyle this afternoon. Ruth has escaped from poolside, but she's watching at home with a glass of wine. Hashtag live stream, hashtag Lancashire 2020. So thank you, Ruth, for using the Lancashire 2020 hashtag.
Big thumbs up.
So heat 7 as we move on to the final 50. We've got a race. Yep, 1, 2, and 4. Grace, Cara, and Naya up the last length.
It looks as though it's going to. Cara has just got the slight edge.
Lane 2 and lane 4. Looks like lane 2. Oh, it's going to be close. I'm going lane 4. Oh, no.
Cara Sohill.
I'm not buying any raffle ticket. I'm not buying any lottery tickets after that. Heat 8. Heat 8 means only one thing, halfway through. We're on the downward slope. And in lane 1 from Wigan Best, we have Libby Partington. In lane 2 from Southport is Megan Smith. Georgia Carroll from Wigan Best is in lane 3. And lane 4 is Robin Jacobs from the City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 5 is Grace Whiteman Love from Bolton Metro. Hannah O'Brien from Blackpool Aquatics is in lane 6. In lane 7 is Ellie Hughes from Liverpool Penguins, and Paige Evans from Carnforth is in lane number 8. So, apparently, I owe Ruth Bradley Holt an apology. She's doing dry January. So she's not drinking wine.
Maybe it's
alcoholic-free wine.
Free wine.
Yeah, alcoholic-free wine.
Yeah.
We all know about that one. Yeah.
Does that count?
Yeah, I guess it does.
Okay.
Maybe you should ask Ruth.
I don't know. Maybe she should tweet in and just say alcoholic wine.
Using the hashtag LancsChamps 2020.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
And Dan Lee has tweeted in. Amazing swim, Katie Lee. A 3-second PB in the 400 free. Love, Dad. Watching on YouTube. Looking after your poorly sister. Using the hashtag LancsChamps 2020. So well done, Katie Lee, from Dad. So that's how you can use the hashtag. If you're at home watching and you want to say well done to your son, daughter, nephew, niece, grandson, granddaughter, etc., etc., then please use the hashtag LancsChamps 2020, and myself and Mark will be more than happy to pass on any messages. But Heat 8, it looks like we have a runaway leader in lane 3, Georgia Carroll from Wigan Best.
Went through 200 and 225, which is...
don't know if that's good or not.
That's quite good, that is.
Maybe one of the Wigan coaches will give us a thumbs up. There we go, look, thumbs up.
That's like arms up.
It's like YMCA. I often wonder whether the swimmers can see that.
No. I'm betting not.
But do you think the swimmers say they can see it, so the coaches do it, and it makes them look a bit silly?
I think it's just a natural reaction on poolside. You want to do a bit of encouragement and things like that, so you wave your arms and shout and things like that, but actually, in real terms,
yeah.
And we could do with an interview on one of the swimmers, and,
yeah,
and sort of ask, can you actually hear?
So if any of the swimmers would like to just do a quick 2-minute interview, we have a couple of questions for any swimmers that want to come up and just answer a couple of questions. We can put that to bed. I'm not sure if we get any volunteers. But anyway, we're on the balcony. We're at the start end of the balcony. Any swimmers want to come up and answer a couple of simple questions?
Their thoughts?
Yeah. So moving back to heat number 8. And coming in on a finish is lane 3. That's Georgia Carroll. So Georgia had a time of 5 minutes .1.
And she's going to
go way under the 5 minutes. Yeah. Look at that.
4:55, 4:56. Well done, Georgia.
And that was a nice race for second and third between Grace and Hannah.
Love and Hannah O'Brien.
Yeah. There we go. One swimmer to go, and that's heat 8 completed. Heat 9. So a couple more tweets have arrived with us from Lee Cutter. Well done, the two EVCs. We are Comast and Wigan Best. Cracking 400 free times. Hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. And we have seen quite a lot of really, really strong swims in the 400 free this afternoon in the early heats. Louise Rochelle. Good luck to Jonathan Waters in the finals. You're a star. Love mum and gran. So Louise used the hashtag Lancs Champs 2020 to pass on that message. So good luck, Jonathan, in the finals this afternoon.
And this heat, not the event. We've got in lane 1, Heidi Halewood. There's nobody in lane 2, Elizabeth Ashton. Olivia Hughes, Bolton Metro, in lane 3. Scarlett Lazenby Trace from Stretford in lane 4. Anna O'Brien from Stretford in 5. Hayley Garrick, Blackpool Aquatics, is in 6. Evie Sellers from Carnforth in lane 7. And Caitlin Gibson from Bolton Metro is down here in lane 8. And the race at the minute is in lanes 4 and 6. So Scarlett Lazenby Trace and Halle Garrick. Are leading the way at the minute, and they've got a good lead, about 5 metres thereabouts as well. It is for Halle, about 5 metres over 3rd place. So we've had a tweet from somebody called Jim Nickers. Robin Jacobs watching nearly 350 miles away, overcoming an injury. I know how you feel. Not support, sort of like, you know, but so we were just wondering it's Robin Jacobs actually that was overcome an injury, and she didn't give up. Watching you in the next heat, so proud. Sue, is that Sue X6 at Lancs Champs 2020? Well, at hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. Karen Braddock. Is she still on the non-alcoholic wine? No, it's not that. That was Ruth, wasn't it? That was Ruth. My mistake.
I mean, Karen may be on drinking the wine, but that was definitely Ruth.
I think she brought a hamper with her.
Yeah. Picnic on the back.
Halle Garrick, who's actually in Caitlin Gibson down here in lane 8 is actually coming through into 2nd place by the looks of it. Caitlin from Bolton Metro still trying to get to Scarlett. Is she going to beat her? Is she going to get that 2nd place? She does. Good swim over that last 50 metres, especially to get under 5 minutes as well. So it's Harley Garrick from Caitlin Gibson and Scarlett Lazenby Trace. That was the 1, 2, 3. And that brings up heat 10.
Heat 10. In lane number 1 is Elizabeth Waring. Lane 2. Oh, sorry, Elizabeth is from Preston. Lane 2, Holly Brown from Blackburn. Sophie Crooks from Bolton Metro is in lane 3. And City of Salford's Hannah Camden in lane 4. Rihanna Archer, Wigan Best in 5. With Lily Metcalf from Flixton in lane number 6. Lane 7 from Southport is Isabella Evans. And lane 8 is Madeline Hemus from the Isle of Man. And taking us out on an early lead is Holly Brown and Rhiannon Archer. Lanes 2 and 5. Still with 300 meters to go. So, as we come up with around about 125 meters to go, in lane number 5, it's Rihanna Archer, Wigan Best, who's leading the swimmers out for the final 2 lengths. Yeah, Elizabeth Waring in lane 1. And then, yeah, it's a pretty even spread across the pool after that. So, with 100 meters to go, Rhiannon Archer, Wigan Best. With about a 6 to 8 meter lead. So that's being closed very, very quickly by lane 1, Elizabeth Waring from Preston, who's coming out of the pack to challenge. It's in that fast lane 1 again. Lane 1 and lane 8. Super fast today. So, last 50 metres. And we've got lane 7 making a break out the pack as well. That's Isabella Evans of Southport. Finishing strongly. Not sure it's... No. Yeah. I think the places 1, 2, 3, they're all confirmed. Lane 5, lane 1, and lane 7. Well done, girls. And that completes heat number 10. Heat number 11. Off we go in heat number 11 of 16. And in lane 1 is Mia Mason of Flixton. Lane 2 is Eleanor Priestner of Southport. Lane 3, Alexandra Brophy of Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 4 from Bridgefield, Tanisha Benet Smith. Lane 5 is Ada Tiernan from Wigan Best. And lane 6 is Peta Chilton from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 7 is Rosie Lindley from Leyland Barracuda. And lane 8 is Lauren Airy from Preston. I think there's 3 girls at the moment who are pretty much in a straight line. Maybe Rosie going to turn first. Eleanor Priestner, Mia Mason, Lauren Airy, yeah, in lane 8. So all very close after the first 100 metres. So coming up on the 200 metre mark, still lane 7, Rosie Lindley leading the way, followed by lane 2 and lane 1.
Eleanor Priestner and Mia Mason. And lane 4, Tanisha Benet Smith. So we've got Rosie out in front, and then we've got 5 swimmers then, all in different lanes. Well, they wouldn't be in the same lane, would they? But the thing is that, talking about being in the same lane,
yeah.
one thing that I didn't know, that events in sort of like Germany and or other European countries, Luxembourg, they run 400 metre, 800 metre and 1500 metre races with 2 people in the same lane.
Cuts down on time. Very sensible.
It does. They start at opposite ends.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre, isn't it? I mean,
well, they do that at Masters, don't they? I'm sure.
I believe so, yeah.
I'm sure somebody will tell me that I'm completely and utterly wrong, but I believe that
I think it has been done at Masters.
Yeah.
But I was talking to one of the international referees.
Oh.
And,
oh.
Whoa. Yeah.
Name dropping now.
Yeah, and when I was at the international in Malta, so we were just talking about.
Must have lost my invite for that one.
Yeah. We were just talking about distance races, and we were saying that they run two people in the same lane. Which was sort of like, how do you keep count of, you know what I mean?
So we could have had 8 heats and not 16?
I'm not saying that we should. I'm just saying that we, you know what I mean? That these things are possible. And it's in other countries, or either European countries, they do run those things. Yeah. So it's Rosie Lindley is coming into the finish, into the last 5 metres. She's going to get under 450. Oh, she's just on 450. 450.65 from Mia Mason, Ella Priestner. And that brings to the end of Heat 11. Next one is Heat 12, would you believe?
Heat 12 of 16 in the women's 400 meters freestyle. In lane 1 from Bolton Metro is Neve Pryor. Lane 2 from Prescott is Hannah Rusk. Lane 3 from Prescott is Lucy Parsons. Lane 4 from Preston is Jenna Cross. Lane 5 from City of Manchester Aquatics is Beth Hartwell. Ella Proctor is in lane 6 from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 7 from Bolton Metro is Kate Forshaw. And lane 8 from Oldham Aquatics is Sophie Parr. So a pretty even split across the pool. Lane 7, Kate Forshaw from Bolton Metro with a half a body length lead at the 150 mark. But as we move up to the 200 meter mark, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls almost in a straight line, and it looks like Hannah Rusk in lane 2 is going to turn first at the 200 mark. Yeah, anyone could win this race at the moment, but it's Hannah Rusk from Prescott, from her teammate Lucy Parsons, who are making the way down the 250 meter mark, and followed very, very closely by lane number 5, which is Beth Hartwell from City of Manchester, who might even turn first, and she does. at the 250 mark. So I think that's 3 leaders in the last 3 turns. So very, very close racing. And as we look across the pool, it's lanes number 2 and 5. Followed very, very closely by lane 3, Lucy Parsons. And it looks like Hannah, or maybe Beth, maybe both together. Nope, looks like Hannah just got her foot to the wall first to regain a marginal advantage as they move into the last 100 meters of heat number 12. It's going to be a really, really close finish. Lots of encouragement from the side of the pool. Hannah Rusk just ever so slightly ahead again at that last turn. But it's a 50-meter sprint now. It's a 25-meter sprint. And in the middle, looking really strong, is Beth Hartwell. Lucy Parsons fighting back. So is Hannah Rusk. They're in a line as they go under the flags. It's lane 5, Beth Hartwell, Lucy Parsons and Hannah Rusk. 0.3 of a second between the front 3. Good race, girls. Well done. Heat 13. Tweet in from Anne Hunt. Swim fast, Sam Little at We Are Comast. First County Family, hashtag Proud Family, hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. So thank you, Anne, for that. So heat number 13. And we have another close finish. It looks like Elizabeth Webster in lane 7 and Gabrielle Booth in lane number 5. Also, Millie Galgani in lane number 2 as we come down the final 50. And it looks like Elizabeth Webster just has a little advantage inside the final 25 meters. Gabrielle Booth fighting back, as is Millie Galgani in lane 2. So as they come underneath the flags. Oh, lane number 2, I think. Yes, Millie Galgani, lane number 2, Elizabeth Webster and Gabrielle Booth. Well done, girls. Good race. Heat number 13.
So in this, in heat 14, we have in lane 1, Jessica Pennyfold from Southport. Lane 2, Katie Rawnsley from Prescott. Lane 3, Ella Smith from Southport. Charlotte Howman from the City of Manchester is in lane 4. Jessica Miller from Preston is in lane 5. Tilly Copeland, City of Manchester, is in 6. Caitlin O'Brien, Blackpool Aquatics in 7. And in lane 8, Martha Miller from Preston is in lane number 8. First 100 turn, it is Charlotte Howman from Katie Rawnsley. Katie and Melissa want to wish all the Salford swimmers good luck in the finals later on this afternoon. We did ask them for the interview, but the thing is that they weren't forthcoming. So coming up to 250, it is still Charlotte Howman in lane 4. From Ella Smith and Martha Miller down in lane 8. 300 turn. It is still Charlotte from Martha Miller. And, then Ella Smith. So into the final 25. Charlotte has managed to hang on to this lead over the whole race. Started off in front, was finished way out in front. Finished at a time of 4:40. And, as we said, Martha Miller. And Katie Rawnsley. As we move on, heat 15. And so this in a penultimate heat. We have over in lane number 1, Emily Unsworth from City of Manchester. Hannah MacDonald, City of Salford in 2, Ella Falkingham from Southport in 3, Eleanor Kay from Bolton Metro in 4, Lucy Dixon, City of Salford in 5, Fiona Byrne from Ormskirk in 6, Jessica Smith from Wigan Best in 7, and Holly Maxwell from Blackpool Aquatics is in lane number 8. So at 200, it's Lucy Dixon. From Jessica Smith. On the far side, we've got Hannah MacDonald, possibly in 3rd place. 50. It is still Lucy Dixon. It's got about a 10-metre lead now. Over. Not so sure who could be in second place. It looks as though it could be Hannah MacDonald. But then Helena Kay. These two, second place. Looks as though it might be going to Eleanor Kay. And then Hannah MacDonald. As we move on to our final heat, heat 16.
Couple more messages on the Lancs Champs 2020 feed. Fleetwood Swimming Club. Good luck to Jack P in the 100 breaststroke finals. Hashtag Lancs Champs 2020. And Alison Horriban. Lancs Champs 2020. Good luck to all the Fleetwood competitors swimming this afternoon. Swim fast. Thank you both for tweeting in.
So coming down to halfway, it's Olivia Clare. And she's out in front by a good 5 metres. And she's in front of Jessica Morgan and Jennifer Green. Jessica Morgan in lane 4. Jennifer Green in lane 6. So as we come down to the 300 metre turn, it is still Olivia Clare from Jessica Morgan and Jennifer Green. And then Megan Lever. as we come down into the final 25. It is Jessica Morgan that's fighting back. She is going to run out of pool. And Olivia is going to hang on. She takes the win from Jessica Morgan. And then Jennifer Green from Megan Lever, Ella Bloxage. Olivia Shear, Lauren Bradley Holt, and then Erin Hoyland. And that brings us to the end of our events for today. The next events are the finals of this afternoon's events.
Okay, event 354 is the men's 10 and 11 years, 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1 from Wigan Best, Max Pearson. Lane 2 from Flixton is Albert Smith. Lane 3 from Wigan Best, Matthew Sawyers. Lane 4 from Crosby is William Irvine. Lane 5 from Ramsbottom, Samuel Sutcliffe. Lane 6 from the city of Salford, Harry Oakes. Lane 7 from Wigan Best, Alfie Owen. Lane 8 from Prescott, Nathan Healy. So, fastest qualifier into tonight's final is lane 4, William Irvine, with a time of 1:29.59. So, making the pace early is lane 4, William Irvine, followed by lane 3, Matthew Sawyers from Wigan Best. Looks like lane 2, Albert Smith from Flixton, making up the first 3 on the first 50-meter mark. And they make the turn for home. It's very, very close at the top. It's William Irvine and Matthew Sawyers, stroke for stroke. 25 meters to go, and William Irvine just has his nose in front as they move into 15 meters to go. William Irvine, Matthew Sawyers, Albert Smith holding on to second, third place. But as they move under the flags, it's going to be lane 4, William Irvine, Matthew Sawyers, and in third place, Albert Smith. What a fantastic race to start the finals. Well done, boys. Next event is event 355, the men's 12 years and over, 100 meters breaststroke. In lane 1 from Preston is Rowan Allison. Lane 2 from Bolton Metro is Archie Dandy. Lane 3 from Oldham Aquatics is Oliver Parry. Lane 4 from Crosby, Ethan Kelly. Lane 5 from Blackpool Aquatics, Jonathan Waters. Lane 6 from the City of Salford, Luke Aiken. Lane 7 from Preston, Isaac Jones. Lane 8 from Wigan Best, Joshua Hayes. Fastest qualifier into tonight's final was Ethan Kelly, 1:26.65. Three boys in lane 3, 4, and 5 were covered by 1/10 of a second. I expect it'll be as close in the final. So as they move through the first 50 meters, strong start from lane 3, Oldham Aquatics, Oliver Parry. Jonathan Waters turns second. Ethan Kelly in third. As they make their way up the final 50 meters. Still lane 3, Oliver Parry from Oldham Aquatics. Jonathan Waters from Blackpool Aquatics, pushing him hard. And here comes Ethan Kelly in lane 4. Oliver Parry still holding on with about 7 meters to go. Jonathan Waters, Ethan Kelly. But your winner in lane 3, Oliver Parry. Second place, Jonathan Waters, and in third place, Ethan Kelly. Next event is event 3, 5, 6, the men's 13 years, 100 meters breaststroke. In lane 1, Oliver Crooks from Bolton Metro. In lane 2, Samuel Little from the City of Manchester. In lane 3, Luke Kernan, Liverpool Penguins. In lane 4 is Xuaming Guo from City of Manchester. Lane 5 is Harvey Kinnear from Preston. Lane 6, Shreyas Mishra, St. Helens. Lane 7 is Tommy Crowther from Ramsbottom. And in lane 8 is Lewis Gilbert from Flixton. So, fastest qualifier into tonight's final was lane 4, Xuaming Guo from City of Manchester. 3 seconds between first and second place into the final. But the first 50 meters, very, very even between lanes 4 and 5, which is Xuaming and Harvey. As they turn on the first 50, lane 4, Xuaming Guo in front, followed by Harvey Kinnear. And in third place is Luke Kernan from Liverpool Penguins. With 25 meters to go. Looks like lane 4, Xuaming Guo and Harvey Kinnear. I've got first and second. And in lane 3, Luke Kernan, Lane 8 is Lewis Gilbert pushing hard in lane 8. But there's your winner in lane 4, Juan Gore. Harvey Kinnear in second. And in third place is Luke Kernan from Liverpool Penguin. Event 357 is the men's 14 years, 100 metres breaststroke. In lane 1, from Bolton Metro, Jack Ashton. Lane 2, from Blackpool Aquatics, Alex Dragan. Lane 3, from Wigan Best, Samuel Grimes. Lane 4, from Blackpool Aquatics, Matthew Charlesworth. Lane 5, from the City of Liverpool, Peter Thompson. Lane 6 from Flixton is Oscar Smith. Lane 7 from Wigan Best is Charlie Collins. And lane 8 from Bolton Metro is Luke Berry. So, fastest qualifier into tonight's final was lane 4, Matthew Charlesworth, with an 8-second advantage over all of his competitors, rivals. So as we move towards the first 50, Matthew has a commanding lead. Moving back up the second 50. The battle will be for second and third. Looks like Matthew has got this event won with 25 meters to go. In second place, it looks like lane 7, which is Charlie Collins. Lane 6 as well, fighting, which is Oscar Smith and Peter Thompson from the City of Liverpool, making a burst in the last few meters. There we go. Charlie Collins second, Peter Thompson third. Well done, boys. But your winner, Matthew Charlesworth, Blackpool Aquatics. Event 358, the men's 15 years, 100 meters breaststroke. In lane 1, from Leyland Barracudas, Bradley Snaleham. Lane 2, from Southport, is Thomas O'Donnell. Lane 3, from Leyland Barracudas, is Max Delaney. Lane 4, from the City of Manchester Aquatics, Ruben Rowbottom Keating. Lane 5, from Crosby, Caleb Griffiths. Lane 6, from Leyland Barracudas, Tom Arkwright. Lane 7, from Fleetwood, Jack Parkinson. Lane 8, from the Isle of Man, Jacob Brooks. So the 15-year-old boys, and it looks like lane 4 of the fastest qualifier for the final, Ruben Rowbottom Keating, leading the boys out down the first 50 meters. Ruben turns first, and it looks like Caleb Griffiths turning second. And as we move back up the second 50, Ruben's got about a body length lead on the field. And it's Caleb and Tom Arkwright fighting for second and third with lane 3, Max Delaney. But it looks like Ruben's got this one. He's still got a body length lead as they move under the flags. And it's Caleb and Max fighting for second and third. And there's Ruben with your win. Max in second and Caleb in third. Well done, boys. And there's your winner, Ruben Rowbottom Keating. Event 359 is the men's 16 years, 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1 from Southport, Fraser Cook. Lane 2 from Wigan Best, Joel Pollard. Lane 3 from the City of Liverpool, Ellis Cleworth. Lane 4 from Pioneer 79, Jake Reynolds. Lane 5 from Southport, Charles Kelly. Lane 6 from City of Manchester, Toby Ranson. Lane 7 from Preston, Nathan Holmes. Lane 8 from Burnley Bobcats, Tobias Pilkington. So, fastest qualifier into tonight's final was Jake Reynolds with Charles Kelly and Ellis Cleworth, just about half a second behind. So, could be, again, a really, really close finish, which is what we expect here at the Lancashire County Championships 2020. So, as they move down the first 50, looks like Charles Kelly is leading the boys out, and he will touch first, followed by Ellis Cleworth and Jake Reynolds. So the middle 3 lanes are pushing forward, hunting those medals down. So with 25 meters to go, Charles Kelly, Jake Reynolds, Ellis Cleworth, they're the 1, 2, 3 fighting for the medals. And as they start to come under the flags, it looks like Jake Reynolds or Ellis Cleworth making a last dash. Who got it? Oh, Jake Reynolds. Jake Reynolds first, Charles Kelly second, and Ellis Cleworth in third place. 0.2 of a second between all 3 boys. Well done, boys. Event 360 is the men's 17 years and over, 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1, from Burnley Bobcats, Dakota Ravatelli. Lane 2, from the City of Manchester, is Jamie McCaffrey. Lane 3, from Preston, George Robinson. Lane 4, from the City of Manchester, Jonathan Milner. Lane 5, from the City of Salford, Luke Hoey. Lane 6, from the City of Salford, Luke Adams. Lane 7, from Flixton, Alistair Stout. So, fastest qualifier into tonight's final was lane 4, Jonathan Milner from City of Manchester. Based on the heat times, he's got about a 5-second advantage. And then it's really, really close between all the other boys. So as we move down the first 50, as expected, it's Jonathan Milner who's stretching out in front. And then really across the board, all the other boys really quite close. So back up the second 50, lane 4, Jonathan Milner out in front. In second place, it's looking like lane 3, which is George Robinson. And Luke Hoey from City of Salford also pushing forward, looking for that medal. So as Jonathan moves under the flags, there's your Lancashire champion in the 17 years. And it looks like Luke Adams, who got second, and George Robinson in third. Well done, boys.
So we move on to our next final, which is for the women's 10, 11 years, 50 meters butterfly final. In lane 1, from Oldham Aquatics, Laura David Catarino. Lane 2, from Ramsbottom, Madeline Andrew. Lane 3, from the city of Salford, Emily Broxtage. Lane 4, from Charlie Marlins, Olivia Edgar. Lane 5, from Wigan Best, Evie Cutter. Lane 6, from Crosby, Meath Bunclark. Lane 7, from Wigan Best, Neve Munsell. And in lane 8, from Southport, Pippa Bay. I think the first 25. It looks as between Evie Cutter and Olivia Edgar. And these two battling it out in the golden lanes. It looks as though it might be Evie Cutter that's going to get it. Evie Cutter first, Olivia Edgar second, and then Emily Broxtage. Move on to our next final, which is for the women's 12 years, 50 metres butterfly final. In lane 1, from Wigan Best, Skylar Babel. Lane 2, also from Wigan Best, Isabel Lloyd. Lane 3, also from Wigan Best, Hannah Lee. Lane 4 from Southport, Harriet Rawlins. Lane 5 from the city of Salford, Grace Jackson. Lane 6, also from Salford, Gracie Louise Potts. Lane 7, from City of Salford, Sandra Kajija. Can't even say it. And in lane 8, from Wigan Best, Mackenzie Parkinson. Through the first 25, it's Grace Jackson. It looks as though she might have a slight edge, but it's very, very close for second and third. Could be Hannah Lee or Harriet Rawlins. It's Grace Jackson from Harriet Rawlins and then Hannah Lee. So in lane 1 we have from Wigan Best, Millie Webber. Lane 2 is Caitlin Mailer. 3 is Lydia Swindle. Lane 4, Lisa Bazaghi. Lane 5, Hannah Morris. Lane 6, Georgia Eccles. Lane 7, Hannah Regia. And lane 8, Ruby Crossman. It's Lisa Bazaghi from Hannah Morris and Lydia Swindle. We had a disqualification to announce in the previous final, which was lane 8. So event 362, lane 8 was disqualified. Our next final is for the women's 14 years 50 metres butterfly final. In lane 1 from the city of Salford, Ella Bloxage. Lane 2 from Wigan Best, Francesca Brady. Lane 3 from Wigan Best, Amy Crompton-Hesford. Lane 4 from City of Manchester, Tilly Copeland. Lane 5 from Southport, Jessica Pennyfold. Lane 6 from City of Salford, Eve Pendlebury. Lane 7 from Ormskirk, Mia Burslem. And in lane 8 from Flixton, Mia Mason. Through the first 25. It's very, very even right the way across the pool. There's nobody that's got the advantage. It may be the golden lanes, but then it looks as though it might be lane 4, Tilly Copeland. It is Tilly Copeland from Jessica Pennyfold and Amy Crompton-Hesford. As we move on to our next final, which is for the women's 15 years 50 metres butterfly. In lane 1 from Wigan Best, Chloe Shaw. Lane 2 from Everton, Isabel Dowd. Lane 3 from City of Liverpool, Molly Warburton White. Lane 4 from Burnley Bobcats, Hattie Varley. Lane 5 from City of Salford, Emma Flannery. Lane 6 from the City of Salford, Gabrielle Booth. Lane 7 from Preston, Elizabeth Waring. And in lane 8 from Wigan Best, Jessica Williamson. Looks like Hattie Varley in lane 4, sorry. It looks to be slightly out in front. As they come down into the last 5 metres, it's going to be Hattie Varley. The second place might go to Emma Flannery. It does. And then Isabel Dowd finishes in 3rd place. That's the 1, 2, 3 as we move on to our next final, which is for the women's 16 years 50 metres butterfly. In lane 1 from Blackpool Aquatics, Holly Maxwell. Lane 2 from Oldham Aquatics, Ella Price. Lane 3 from Wigan Best, Emma Haynes. Lane 4 from City of Manchester, Lucy Canavan. Lane 5 from Preston, Ella Williams. Lane 6 from Prescott, Jessica Dealey. Lane 7 from Oldham Aquatics, Alia Day. And then in lane 8 from Preston, Catherine Waters. Looks like Lucy Canavan has a slight lead. Coming through the final 15. And into the last 5, she's being chased down by Ella Williams. It's going to be very, very close. It is Lucy Canavan from Ella Williams, and then Emma Hayes. That was the 1, 2, 3. As we move on to our last final for the women's 17 years and over 50 metres butterfly. In lane 1 from Southport, Maisie Johnson. Lane 2 from Wigan Best, Isabel Williamson. Lane 3 from Clitheroe, Martha Smith. Lane 4 from the city of Liverpool, Gabrielle Melbourne Smith. Lane 5 from Everton, Holly White. Lane 6 from Oldham Aquatics, Kimberly Burston. Lane 7 from Preston, Simone Elson. And in lane 8 from the city of Manchester, Leah Williams. Coming into the last 5 metres, it's Gabrielle Melbourne Smith from Holly White. And then Kimberly Burston. Okay, that brings us to the end of our swimming for today. All I can say is thank you very, very much to our team of officials, to our parents, to our swimmers, to Neil, and anybody else in the timing suite. Oh, and Rio down there. Well done, Rio.
Well done, Rio. And well done to Mark as well. Great job, Mark, with your saw back.
And it leads me to say, oh, and Ruth. Hi, Ruth. That's our official. Please leave the pool deck.